If you have siblings, what's the worst thing one of them did that you can't forgive? Hi, I 13 and my name is Grace. This story revolving around my two siblings. The first was Anna, 18F, and second one is Noah, 16F, and my mom and dad, Mr and Mrs Thompson. Anna was a diligent student, always top of her class and deeply passionate about art. She dreamed of becoming a renowned artist and had her eyes set on the prestigious Maplewood Art Academy. Noah, in contrast, was a talented athlete, excelling in football and basketball. He was popular at school and had a carefree, charismatic personality. And me, the youngest, was a blend of both her older siblings, bright, artistic, and athletic. Despite their differences, the Thompson siblings were inseparable. They shared secrets, supported each other, and spent countless hours together exploring the woods behind their house, playing games, and dreaming about the future. However, as they grew older, subtle tensions began to brew between Anna and Noah. Anna's dedication to her art and studies often meant she missed family events and social gatherings, leaving Noah feeling overshadowed and neglected. His resentment grew when their parents frequently praised Anna's accomplishments, making Noah feel less valued despite his own achievements. One crisp autumn day, the Maplewood Art Academy announced an upcoming scholarship competition. The winner would receive full tuition coverage for 4 years, a dream opportunity for Anna. She threw herself into her work, creating a breathtaking series of paintings inspired by the changing seasons in Maplewood. Her room became a studio, filled with sketches, paints, and canvases. Noah, meanwhile, felt increasingly isolated. He watched as his sister's focus shifted entirely to her art, and he resented the attention and admiration she received from their parents. His jealousy festered, turning into something darker. The day of the scholarship competition arrived, and Anna's paintings were ready. She had spent months perfecting them, pouring her heart and soul into each brush stroke. The night before the competition, Anna carefully packed her paintings into protective cases and placed them by the front door, ready for the morning. Late that night, unable to sleep and consumed by envy, Noah crept downstairs. The house was silent, the only sound the soft ticking of the grandfather clock in the hallway. He stood before Anna's paintings, a whirlwind of emotions churning inside him. In a moment of weakness, he made a decision that would haunt him forever. Noah took the paintings and carried them outside to the backyard. Under the pale moonlight, he set them on fire. The flames crackled and danced, casting eerie shadows on the trees. As he watched the paintings turn to ash, Noah felt a surge of regret, but tried to convince himself that it was too late to turn back. The next morning, Anna descended the stairs with a bright smile, ready to present her work. When she found the empty space where her paintings had been, her heart sank. She searched the house frantically, but there was no sign of them. Panic set in as she ran outside, calling for her parents. That's when she saw the charred remains in the backyard. Anna fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. Her parents rushed to her side, trying to console her, but nothing could soothe the pain of seeing her dreams reduced to ashes. Noah stood at a distance, his heart pounding. He wanted to confess, to beg for forgiveness, but fear and shame held him back. Days turned into weeks, and the atmosphere in the Thompson household was tense and heavy. Anna withdrew into herself, devastated by the loss of her work and the opportunity it represented. Noah's guilt ate away at him, but he remained silent, unable to face the consequences of his actions. One evening, unable to bear the weight of his secret any longer, Noah decided to tell Anna the truth. He found her in her room, staring blankly at an empty canvas. Mustering all his courage, he confessed everything: the jealousy, the fire, the regret. Anna's reaction was one of shock and disbelief. She couldn't comprehend how her own brother could do something so cruel. The betrayal cut deep, and the bond they once shared was shattered. Despite Noah's heartfelt apologies and pleas for forgiveness, Anna couldn't find it in herself to pardon him. The pain was too raw, the wound too fresh. The following months were difficult for the entire family. Anna, once full of life and creativity, became a shadow of her former self. She stopped painting, unable to face the reminders of what she had lost. Noah, burdened by guilt, tried to make amends in every possible way, but his efforts only seemed to widen the gap between them. Their parents, torn between their love for both children, did their best to support them, but the strain took its toll. Family dinners became silent affairs, the laughter and warmth replaced by a lingering sadness. As the years passed, Anna and Noah grew up and went their separate ways. Anna eventually found her way back to art, but the experience had changed her. She moved to a different city, seeking a fresh start and a chance to rebuild her life away from the memories of Maplewood. She enrolled in a new art school, where she slowly regained her passion and confidence. Noah, racked with remorse, decided to pursue psychology, hoping to understand and help others dealing with emotional struggles. He dedicated his life to making amends in his own way, although the rift with Anna remained a constant source of pain. The siblings rarely spoke, and when they did, their conversations were strained and awkward. The once inseparable trio of Anna, Noah, and Grace had been irrevocably altered by the events of that fateful night. Grace, the youngest, tried to keep the family together, often visiting Anna and encouraging Noah to reach out. She became the bridge between them, but even her efforts couldn't fully heal the deep wounds. Years later, an unexpected event brought the family back together. Their parents decided to celebrate their 40th wedding anniversary with a big family reunion at the old house in Maplewood. Reluctantly, Anna agreed to attend, knowing it would be the first time she and Noah would see each other in years. The reunion was a bittersweet affair, filled with nostalgia and unspoken emotions. As the evening progressed, the family gathered around a bonfire in the backyard, reminiscent of the many nights they spent together in their childhood. Under the starlit sky, Noah finally found the courage to speak openly to Anna. With tears in his eyes, he expressed his deepest regret and sorrow, acknowledging the immense pain he had caused. He told her about his journey, his efforts to make amends, and his unwavering hope for forgiveness. Anna listened, her heart heavy with the weight of their shared history. She saw the genuine remorse in Noah's eyes and felt a flicker of the bond they once had. The scars of the past could never fully heal, but in that moment, she realized that holding on to anger was only hurting them both. With a deep breath, Anna extended her hand to Noah. "I can't forget what happened," she said softly, "but I'm willing to try and move forward." Noah took her hand, tears streaming down his face. It was a small step, but it was a beginning. The journey to forgiveness would be long and difficult, but for the first time in years, there was a glimmer of hope. As the flames of the bonfire crackled and danced, the Thompson family sat together, sharing stories and memories. The past could not be undone, but the future was theirs to shape. And in that quiet town of Maplewood, under the canopy of stars and the watchful eyes of the tall maple trees, a family began to heal.